road tonight with Logan Toms leading Lucas into the furnace for a heated battle against Amarr Davis and the Mansfield Christian Flames. It's live and free Mid-Buckeye Conference hoops streaming right into the palm of your hands anywhere the internet can be found. And it's all on the way next.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
We welcome you to the Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers pregame show. The last two undefeated to Mid-Buckeye Conference play meeting with first place outright on the line tonight, right here inside of the furnace. Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Skowronski, and this is a Mansfield Christian Media Class production crew. It's me and my students here tonight, so take it all in and watch the future on display here. And I believe I've got all seniors with me tonight, so it should be a fantastic overall broadcast for you guys for a fantastic game. Let's tell you a little bit about the teams involved, beginning with the five-time defending Mid-Buckeye Conference champions in Lucas, who have not lost to Mansfield Christian since 2017, folks. That's nearly 7 calendar years, so they have been running things in this rivalry. And this is a team that just had a 7-game win streak snapped at Galleon in their last outing. Outside of that, a nice win over Mohawk to start the season. They also took care of Kidron Central Christian on the road as well. So this is a team under head coach Taylor Eisman. I mean, they're battle tested. They'll go around, they'll play any small school anywhere around the area, and even some big schools as well. So this is a team, obviously, that's had a lot of success here recently, specifically within the conference, and they are going to be looking to score a big-time win here tonight, and they might have to do it on the back of the defending MBC Player of the Year, Logan Toms, who leads at both ends of the floor for this team. That is a gaudy shooting percentage, 56% for a dude that, even though he's just 6 foot tall and he plays, quasi point guard for them at times, he really does most of his living in the paint, gets premium shots all the time. fantastic leader, and he's been a big-time assist man too this year, leading the team with 4 dimes per contest. So Logan Toms definitely is a guy that you have got to keep an eye on here tonight. Our own Emma Bell had a chance to catch up with Lucas head coach Taylor Eisman. Let's throw it over to Emma. Take it away.
Tonight we have Lucas Coach with us. Coach, Mansfield Christian is scoring around 68 points a game, and Amarr Davis and Devon Mack are their leading scorers. How do you plan to shut down them offensively?
They're 2 really good players. I don't know that we'll shut them down. You just try and make things difficult for them. We're a pretty good defensive team, and we kind of hang our hat on that. But yeah, Amarr and Davion, they're really talented, gifted kids, and I don't know that we'll shut them down, but we're just going to do our best to make it tough for them.
Leading into that, preparing for tonight's game, what strategies have you and your staff implemented at practices for tonight?
Mansfield Christian likes to pressure. They want to turn the ball over and score that way. So we've put a lot of emphasis on just taking care of the ball, not turning it over, being patient, and getting good looks.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. That's our new intern, Emma Bell, helping us out here tonight in a good interview with longtime head coach Taylor Eisman, one of the very best in the biz here in North Central Ohio. Tough task for him here tonight, though, going on the road in a place here at the Furnace. It is true to its name. Very warm in here tonight. The court a little bit smaller than your standard average. And this is a re-energized program with some exciting freshmen in Davion Mack and Dre Martin. 8-2 in the MBC last year. They're looking to take it up a notch this season, 3-0 so far, coming off of their first winning season since 2015-16. So very excited to see this team yet again here tonight, led by one of those dynamic freshmen. Here is Mr. Mack, a high riser, almost 7 rebounds per game, 16 points per game, and 2 steals as well. So this kid is more than just a scorer out there on the floor. He does a little bit of everything. He's a really exciting player, and I'm excited to see him compete yet again here at home tonight as we are just about set for a tip-off. But before we get there, let's hear from head coach Kerry Craner. He spoke with Emma just a couple minutes ago.
We have Mansfield Christian coach joining us tonight. Coach, Lucas is averaging around 63 points a game. What is your plan defensively to slow down Logan Toms and Aiden Kohler?
Well, we talked about it all week. Those are the 2 guys that we have to stop, and we think we have a game plan. We just got to be able to help off on defense and see what we can do.
Amarr is currently averaging 19 points a game. How important is his leadership in tonight's game?
Oh, he's been playing for me for 4 years now, so it's very important. He's a leader on the floor in practice, so it's important that him get going good and have a good game tonight for us.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now back to Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Emma. Coach Craner looking to build a program here at Mansfield Christian. And, a lot of star power, of course, with Amarr Davis, All-Ohioan, almost 20 points per game. Kid's been the real deal his entire career since he stepped foot on the hardwood here at MC. And I'm expecting him to really lead the pack here tonight. And he has to. With such a young group, you cannot rely on some of these freshmen to step up and be primetime performers all the time. So far, they have been. But it certainly helps to have a point guard like Amarr the Star who can help lead the charge. Again, my name is Brian Skowronski here inside of the Furnace tonight, and this is a Mansfield Christian video production. All students on our cameras, switching the audio, directing. One of my favorite seniors, Summer Schrock, here tonight, kind of running the entire crew. So we've got a 5-person operation, something that we're really proud of here at Mansfield Christian, and just getting back on the grind. So as we continue to do these games, the production value is just going to keep getting better and better. That I can assure you, folks. We do live in the greatest country, though, in the entire universe. So we got to honor America. Pause for a moment with the playing of our national anthem. It's time for the Star Spangled Banner after a quick prayer. Beautiful prayer given tonight along with our national anthem, so we are officially all set for live and free boys high school hoops. Coming at you from inside of the furnace here on the beautiful campus of Mansfield Christian Schools. Cheerleaders for both sides going to be honored here tonight before the game. Before we get to these phenomenal athletes, the top two teams in the league about to battle head-to-head here. Lucas, five-time defending conference champions, looking to continue that streak, and more specifically, a string of dominance against Mansfield Christian. Have not lost to them since February of 2017, so it has been a while since the Flames have tasted victory. Talking to a couple people associated with Mansfield Christian before the game tonight, feel like this is the best shot that they have had in quite some time to knock off the Cubs. So everybody very excited around tonight's game, and how can you blame them? Two teams still undefeated in conference play. The last two unbeatens in MBC action, 3-0 versus 3-0. Something's got to give here tonight. Lucas Cubs and their starters being announced here tonight. On the floor first for them. Believe we're going to see Bobby Grover, Logan Toms, Grayson Jackson, Aiden Culler, and Zach Winters, a veteran group. Not a ton of size, but Toms listed at about 6'2", Jackson 6'3", Winters 6'4". On the other side tonight for the Flames, a couple of freshmen that I talked about, DeAndre Martin getting the start along with Davion Mack. They'll be joined by some seniors, Davis Wyszynski, Amarr the Star Davis, and Gabe Westfield. Two teams with some veterans, a lot of experience in the starting lineups tonight. And both teams, wouldn't say limited on depth, but they certainly like to ride their starters for as long as they can. Do want to invite you guys to drop us some comments throughout the duration of the program on our Facebook, along as our YouTube channel 1. If you shout us out, we will shout out right back at you. So do bring us some comment bombs here tonight. Here's Color and Company being announced. And now the junior Zach Winters. Winters is indeed coming here into the furnace. But now it's time for the home team. Clapping it up as about half of the stands up on their feet now in anticipation of their starting lineups here tonight. Already let you know who they're going to be. But always a spectacle to watch it, either here in person or live and free on the OH Report. Martin, a transfer from Mansfield City Schools, has really helped energize this program, along with our player spotlight tonight, Mr. Davion Mack. Big ovation for Gabe Westfield. And there is Wyszynski as the cheerleaders getting ready to do a big move here as Amarr Davis makes his entrance. You heard from both head coaches tonight. Kerry Craner for Mansfield Christian, breaking the huddle with them out there. Taylor Eisman, a longtime coach now for his alma mater at Lucas. And here we go. Mansfield Christian wins the tip. They will have the ball first. And how about a quick drive into the lane? A little too hard off the square, though, for Mack. And a little bit of pressure coming out here for Mansfield Christian defensively as Logan Toms lost his shoe. Referee either didn't notice it or didn't care. And we'll get a bucket down in the lane. Lucas taking a 2-0 lead. And a still here by Toms. Looking to coast in and quick active hands at the other way. Knocks it out of bounds, so no gimme. Here's Toms off the drive, gets cut off, lost the handle, and it's picked up by Amarr Davis. Amarr's going to pull it out, lobbing it inside, and a little bit too much juice behind that pass, intended for Westfield, and it's going to be out of bounds. Both student sections live and loud here tonight. Toms draws a double team. Skip pass here across court for Color. He's able to get it across. Domineering down the lane. Missed it in tight. Martin with the board pushing ahead. The lob. And it's off the front of the rim. I mentioned that Mack was a high flyer. That's when he can certainly finish if the pass is on target. So it seems like we've had a lot of sparks, plenty of action here. But the count just 2-0 in favor of the Cubs. As MC sags back now, half court man-to-man. Thompson going to go to work. Step through. Back iron, tried to chase down his own miss, and a mess of bodies down there. And we're going to get a jump ball possession arrow. Going to keep it down at this end with Lucas. Color looking to inbound, has to chase it up top here for Jackson. Fakes it to Grover. Now they get it back into the hands of Toms. Matched up with the freshman. This is Mack defending. And he'll blow by him like a kite in the wind. Left hand finish at the 10. Toms with his first points of the night. And nearly a 5-second call. Bobby Grover, though, going to pick up his first personal foul. Coach Eisman certainly thought that it should have been a giveaway. Solid man-to-man effort that time from Grover. Just a little too handsy there in the last second as the referee got to a 4 count. No look pass inside. Excellent catch. MC's on the board with Mack. Colors spinning. Tried to throw it into the diving Winters. Said it's picked off. Davion coast to coast. Little contact there on the finger roll. And the foul there is going to go against Mansfield Christian. It'll be their second. And the first assist to Gabe Westfield. As we're just about 3 minutes gone by here, opening quarter. First place on the line in the MBC. As Toms gets it across the timeline. Picked up here by Davis. He goes down with a strong drive and again with the left. Both buckets by Logan Toms with a left-handed finish. And we've seen quite a few attempts be just a fraction off the mark. That was the case for Davis right there, but last touch by the Cubs. So it'll stay down here at this end with MC. Lucas gonna spend their first timeout. It's a home and kitchen supply timeout. That'll give me an opportunity to dive into our chat section. Jody Lewis says she's missing the game. At least you can watch it live and free tonight. Aaron says the Ultimate Hustle School better keep this lead. And Josh, go Cubbies. Those two guys seem to find every stream that I'm on. I love the banter back and forth. Keep it up, gentlemen. Over on Facebook, Daniel Stotts says, go Cubs, douse the Flames. Tim Keever cheering on the Cubs. Corey Branham on the other side. Let's go Flames. Mary Deering says, let's go Cubbies. And Jennifer Breen Shoemaker, let's go Flames. Out of the timeout, it's going to be Davis, the trigger man. Lobs up top. Mack with a clean catch. Step back triple. Would have been something new that I have not seen in his games just yet. But when you're a freshman and you start getting those varsity minutes, you got to imagine you were just brimming with confidence the more time that you get out there. As Grover uncorks one, and that one off the mark. Mack another rebounds. Saw in our player spotlight, he's right around 7 per contest. Davis, tough runner, baseline. Now Culler weaving his way through traffic. He's going to get fouled. Blocking foul assessed here to Davion. And that's going to be the third on MC. New rules put you on the line every quarter. Turning over the left shoulder a little too deep inside. Cubs get it back though, wide open look. Toms comes up a little bit short. Here's Martin pushing the break, end to end, right hand finish left side. Down to a 2-point game. Toms again looking to go to work, spinning, and I think Davis probably got him on the arm there. Indeed he did. That'll be the 4th foul now on Mansfield Christian. Everybody on the floor for the Flames has a personal foul except for Davis Wyszynski. So spreading the love there. Just 1 foul so far for Lucas. As Grover brings it in bounds. And Culler, I think, called for traveling violation. So a chance to tie or take the lead here for MC. Instead, they'll give it right back. Just when you thought that the season of giving was over, Mansfield Christian returning the favor right here. Cubs Nation letting them know which direction we're now heading offensively. As Davis picks up Toms. They'll initiate the offense through Grover, right back to him, a switch or maybe even a double team. And another foul is going to land Logan Toms on the free throw line. Kid's a quality foul shooter. Has been his entire career. First free throw off target. Tom sinks the second. Actually, excuse me. They're going to call it a lane violation. So wipe the point off the board. Still 6-4 Lucas. Wyszynski picked up. Great defense, but an even better drive. Ties the game there by Mack. Look at the moves by Toms. Brock Rensel not buying any of them. Stripped here, Martin pushing. Almost lost the handle. Recollects right at the right place, right time. First lead of the night for MC. Here's Zach Dill. Gives it off to the right. Baseline drive, and I think a little piece of that got caught by Martin. Jump ball is going to favor Mansfield Christian. Starting to put together some momentum. Last 6 points have all belonged to MC. Pull-up jumper from the foul line. Buckets. Another big shot from Davion Mack. He's got 6 of the 10 right now for MC. And a foul before the shot on the floor. It'll still lead to 2 free throws here for Logan Toms. Toms now 2 for 3 at the line tonight. Offensive foul there on the take. So it's going to be Lucas basketball. $1:44 to go here in this first quarter. And this Mansfield Christian media production crew, me and my students here tonight, along with our intern, Emma Bell. So a lot of moving pieces and parts here, bringing you live and free action of this first place Mid-Buckeye Conference game. Speaking of moving pieces and parts, how about Rensel getting taken off the bounce? Toms, ridiculous. Off the take, a little too strong there for DeAndre Martin. Tom slowing things down, or will he? No. Kind of loses the handle on his way up there. Left hand would have been a really challenging finish. And they're going to keep the ball down at this end. Excellent execution there by the Lucas Cubs. Gives them now a 2-point cushion. Here's Mack off the drive. He's going to get fouled. So Davion Mack heading to the free throw line. Connor Louse checking into the game for the first time here tonight for Mansfield Christian. And it's a perfect trip here, evening up the score. 8 points now for Mr. Mack. Tops on the floor right now. As Logan Toms over on the sideline getting a little break. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Thought we were going to get an and one opportunity here. Zach Dill will get a couple tries. He splits the pair to put Lucas back on top by one, 13-12. Final 10 seconds here of the opening quarter. Mack's been fantastic. Looking for more, and another offensive foul. Davion picks up his second. Tough break for the freshman, who's been ultra aggressive. And he's going to stay on the floor here for the final 3 seconds. Pick up in the full court. Dill recognizes, launches, and that will take us to the end of one. We've got a battle going on, folks. Lucas leads right now by just a point.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
13-12 the count, 1 quarter in the books here at Mansfield Christian. The Flames down by just a point, and they will begin on defense. I'm Brian Skowronski here with the Mansfield Christian video production crew. Shout out to all my senior students helping out, and a big shout out air to Aiden Color. He's heading to the free throw line with a chance for an and one. Color on the season has really elevated his game. Suffered through an injury last year, and now starting to come to form. Dill jumping in the passing lane there, making it tough for Wyszynski. Off the kick out, baseline drive, tough catch by Laus. And now Davis cut off by Toms. Looking to pressure out, extended beyond the three-point line, so Amarr drives but clanks it off the back of the iron, and Winter skies for the board. Oh, Toms down and writhing in pain, grabbing his ankle. Hate to see this. Amarr Davis grabs the steal, takes it in for his first points of the night. But Toms, who you see already has his ankle wrapped up, walking very gingerly right now. Yeah, it looks like Logan Toms he tested it out and shook off to his coaching staff. Talking to the trainer now. Said he can't go right here at the moment, so he's gonna have to exit, go get some treatment. What a loss that would be for the Lucas Cubs. Almost 17 points per game and your floor general at both ends. That one through the 5-hole of number 5, Amarr Davis. And now losing the handle is Deal on the floor. Wyszynski sends it ahead. Back-to-back buckets now for Amarr. We're all square at 16 each. Very aggressive trapping defense being applied by Mansfield Christian. Leaves an open shooter with Winters. Not really his forte, though. And the ball leaks out of bounds. It'll be MC ball. As you would suspect, a very tightly contested contest here tonight. Neither squad able to generate much distance between the other on the scoreboard. Foul on the floor on the entry pass down low. Gabe Westfield has excellent position. One foul each for both sides here in quarter number 2. Now Davis, slick crossover, my goodness! Snatched some ankles and a couple points. Unbelievable play there by Amarr Davis. Back-to-back ankle-breaking crossovers. And now Wyszynski with the theft, but tosses it right into the hands of Grover. The turnovers piling up. And so are the offensive opportunities for Davis. He's on his way back to the free throw line. Davis is on a tear right now. Has each of the last 6 points for the Flames. And make it 7 as he funnels that one through. Second attempt, no bueno. Color clearing out some space. Tried to go through a double team though, lost it. Davis with the offensive rebound, the putback, 9-0 run, at least for Mansfield Christian, for Amarr Davis. As Lucas lost the basketball there. Fortunately, if you're a Cubs fan, last touched by the Flames. Brock Rensel getting them laced up. Davis again shooting in there. He comes up with the theft, sends it ahead for Martin. Easy money. Largest lead for either side. Mansfield Christian on a tear right now, as we're going to get a jump ball. Flames on an 11-3 run here in this second quarter. And you see what a difference it makes when Logan Toms not available, though right on cue, like Superman out of the phone booth, comes trotting back into the gym. And boy, are they going to need him. Grover, the last to get a paw on it. Sub 5 minutes to go here before the first half break. Mansfield Christian running the game right now, looking for more. Davis has been hot, now he's smoking. Mansfield Christian have outscored the Cubs by 11 here in the frame. Toms better hope he has an S on his chest as he is back to action. Lost it there. Mack with the step through, missed it. Rensel the tip. Color able to secure a defensive board. Toms to the rack and making an instant impact on his return. Trims it down to single figures, 26-18. Davis, though, on a roll like butter, but called for the 5-second violation there, huh? Brought a grin to his face. Something Amarr's not accustomed to. Obviously knows how to create separation on the offensive end. Now he picks up Toms. Motion offense here for the Cubs. Color with the jump through. Now Jackson. Hard off the square. Loose ball fouls going against Lucas. It's going to be their third in the frame. Second foul on Zach Winters. Past the midway point here in quarter number 2. Each squad looking to climb to the top of the Mid-Buckeye Conference standings, where they will be the kings of the mountain with a victory tonight. Winner will be all alone at 4-0 in league play. Wyszynski steps into a 3. A little too much sauce on that one. Oh, Toms, what a move around the back. Lost his footing, lost the handle. Color had his back, though. Secured the loose ball. And he's going to draw the personal foul on Gabe Westfield and head to the free throw line. Shooting 2. First one touching just about every inch of the rim. Davis will get a quick breather. See if Lucas is able to capitalize with number 5 over on the bench. Because boy, did he get hot to start off this second quarter. Wonder how long Coach Craner will allow him to rest. He's going to take a timeout here, a home and kitchen supply timeout. And you see Mansfield Christian running the show here in the frame. 14-6. They have outscored the Lucas Cubs. Make that 14-7. Let me update my scoreboard. And there's a good look at Coach Craner and the Flames. Quickly dive back into the chat session. My goodness, Aaron Brown and Josh Young going bananas right now over on YouTube Channel 1. I can't even keep up. I'll have to go back on this one. See what's happening on Facebook. I see Ashley and Robin both say go Flames with the proper emoji. Mark Howard in on the action too. Jennifer, let's go Flames as well. And go Cubs from Debbie Hammond. More than 200 of you watching all at the same time tonight. This Mansfield Christian media production game. So big shout out to all my awesome seniors out here making it happen. Oh, smooth moves inside. Finish not available though for Dre Martin. Picking up Toms here in the full court. Logan so saucy with that around the back move. And he's able to get it all the way to the rack. Since he's entered, Lucas has cut 6 points off the deficit. Can't squeeze that defensive board there as Gabe Porter got close a couple times. And it's going to be about a minute of rest for Amarr Davis and Coach Craner. Notice what I did. Lucas been outscoring him by 6 since Amarr left. So here he is, back trying to make an impact. Tom's double team, rough situation, so we'll get another home and kitchen supply timeout. I'll see if I can make out anything that's going on here between Josh Young and Aaron Brown in the chat session. Josh suggesting the Toms coming to save the day, like Superman. And they didn't love the 5-second call a little bit earlier. But hey, what a game we have for you guys here tonight. Got Reagan Standridge running the sideline camera that you're looking at right now, a senior basketball volleyball player for Mansfield Christian. Some nice tight shots from our top camera as well. This is Oliver Kramer. Summer Schrock directing. Also got my girl Maddie down there helping out. If you've got a kid that goes to Mansfield Christian Schools, let them know you want to be in Mr. Miranda's media production class, because that means you get to work with the OH.REPORT. Go in 1 day a week, teach these kids a couple of things about what we do, and then we're going to be at a bunch of games here. Watching stuff like this. Logan Toms absorbing the contacts, getting the bucket. Dude's got more than half of the Cubs' points, 14. As the clock winding down, a minute to go here before the half. Davis with the kick out, quick trigger, Westfield! Drip drop from the tippy tops. Big time three right there. As it felt like the Flames fizzling out a little bit. And that'll reignite them. Out of bounds off of Toms. Mansfield Christian basketball with 43 ticks still showing on the clock. It has been a battle on our Mechanics Bank scoreboard. Mansfield Christian led by as many as 11. And they've seen that dwindle down here, 29-24. See if they hold for the final shot here of the frame. Mack, though, with the step back, little space. And now Toms and the Cubs with a huge opportunity. Try to close out the second quarter and make this just a 1 point or one possession game. Here's Logan to the rack, and it's pulled away. Davis. Amarr back the other way, high riser, and he puts it home to close out the quarter in style. Amarr the star with the rip, and he takes it to the other end, pushing the count up to 31-24 as we are at the half. What fun we've got going in this first place game in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. Once you stick around, folks, the halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Whitaker Myers. We'll have stats, some analysis from Emma Bell, and then we'll get you all set for quarter number 3. You're watching live and free Boys High School Hoops exclusively on the OH Report.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
It's halftime here inside of the Furnace, and you're joining us for the Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers halftime show. I am Brian Skowronski, joined now by Emma Bell, who has been tracking stats for this entire first half. Before we get to the numbers, though, Emma, great back-and-forth action. We saw Lucas come out. They took a lead. They lose their leader. Logan Toms has to check out. Mansfield Christian goes on a big run. Logan comes back in. Lucas starts cutting down the deficit.
Yeah.
What did you make of kind of what we saw there with him being the star for the Cubs and, of course, Amarr Davis, the star for Mansfield Christian, having his big game as well?
I would say after he left the game, it kind of became sloppy, and then coming back into the game, it was also a sloppy second quarter too. Mansfield Christian was definitely looking for turnovers all the time. Their hands were swooping in to get steals, rebounds. They definitely out-rebounded Lucas in the second quarter at least. The first quarter not as much, but yeah.
All right, let's take a look at these halftime stats brought to you by Whitaker Myers. Emma, you've been tracking these. What's some of the big digits that are kind of jumping off the page at you?
Well, the first half of the game, both teams started out strong. Mansfield Christian hit 11 twos along with 2 threes. Lucas came out looking a little rusty on the floor. They started out the first half with only 5 twos, and they had no three-pointers. Both teams had sort of a high number. Lucas definitely had a higher number, 15 turnovers in the first half, and Mansfield Christian only had 5. Lucas had 14 rebounds compared to Mansfield Christian, who only had 8 rebounds. Lucas totaled in 16 fouls. They made 6 out of the 9. Mansfield Christian also racked up 10 team fouls, and they made 3 out of the 4 shots.
So from what you've seen now through 2 quarters, what's the expectation here in the second half? Do adjustments need to be made on either side?
I personally believe Lucas needs to step up their offense. They're playing a little sloppy on the offensive side of things, but defensive-wise, they could probably step it up a little bit better. But Mansfield Christian definitely came out the second quarter and decided to own up on their own court.
Logan Toms, does he look like he's at least 90% to you since he entered back into the contest?
No, definitely not. Mansfield Christian's been doing a press, and they've been manning up on him constantly every time he gets the ball. He's getting trapped. He doesn't really have any help from anyone, so I feel like he's definitely under a lot more pressure. But hopefully in the second half he can pull off.
He does have 14 of the 24 right now for the Cubs. 14 points as well for Amarr Davis. What impressed you most about the way that number 5 plays in the white jersey?
He definitely hustles at every single ball that he can find. He is nonstop, quick to find a ball, quick to find a man, quick to stop something. Definitely rebound-wise, he is always in the air looking for a rebound. So,
all right, that's Emma Bell with your halftime reports. Appreciate the feedback. We'll talk to you at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, we'll see you, Emma. So still a long way to go here. 2 quarters in the books. At least 2 more quarters to go here at the Furnace. And so glad to have you joining us live and free. First place on the line in the MBC. And a lot of folks chiming in over on the Facebooks, including Jeff Blackledge. How you doing, man? Cheering on the Lucas Cubs tonight. Sophie Mowry says, here we go, Flames. Mark Howard with the assessment that Amarr is on fire. And he was. Amarr, what was it? He had 9 straight points for Mansfield Christian at one juncture of the game. Not a lot of dudes can just throw the city on their back and take over like that. Amarr definitely is one of them. And you look at our star watch for the night with the 2 senior All-Ohioans, Toms and Davis. They have been as advertised, both carrying the clubs that they represent effectively on the offensive and defensive side of things. As Toms will initiate the offense here through color. Third quarter action now underway. Quick 3, well short from Aiden. Second opportunity not there. Mack on the leak out, wanted them to send it ahead. Don't blame him. I mean, that kid has got springs for feet. Quick pull-up. Haven't seen a lot of shot attempts tonight for Wyszynski, as he sitting on 6 points for now. Toms has to back it out. The court here much smaller than your standard gym, so there's just not a ton of space, not as much wiggle room as you'll normally get, and I think that's why turnovers tend to be up a little bit here inside the Furnace, and both of these teams really know how to capitalize on mistakes. Actually had our halftime numbers flip-flopped. It should have been 15 turnovers, according to our count, for Mansfield Christian. They play a fast and furious pace, and sometimes there's a trade-off. Color fouled on the floor. First foul on either unit. And it'll go down as a shooting foul, but more importantly, that is the third on Amarr Davis. Here's Color at the line. Got on some of that KT tape on his left shoulder. Brock Rensel gonna sub out Davis, and remember that, just a $112 here into the second half. And Amar's gonna have to take a seat. Foul trouble can be a killer sometimes. And the second free throw, no good. Just a reminder that this is a Mansfield Christian video production crew tonight. And we're just getting our feet wet here in 2024. This is our first live stream, so these kids following the action the best they can, and that's a great shot there of Wyszynski. And actually, I lied to you guys earlier. I said that he had a few points. That was actually his first bucket of the night. But Lucas matches it, actually outdoes him at the other end. The three from the corner. And now Winters, who just knocked down the shot with a big defensive board. Toms, left hand all the way, so slithery when he gets into the paint. Mansfield Christian did a nice job, though, of not fouling and making Logan try to contort his body when he was up in the air. And I can see on his face, frustrated. Thought he should have put a little bit better finishing technique at the end of that last dribble drive. Zach Deal just checking in for Lucas. He spells out Grover. As we've got a 5-point game. Martin to the rack. Too hard off the square, last touched by Lucas. Here's Wyszynski looking to go to work here. Matched up with Jackson. Back-to-back buckets now for the senior. Laus being harassed. Deal, rather. And he goes over and back. So Lucas with the turnover. And Mansfield Christian starting to find a little bit of momentum here, as we're just about 3 minutes into the third. And it's this young man right here, Wyszynski, who's got the rock and the hesitation. Would have been 3 straight buckets for him. Still got friends in low places. Martin. He's closing in on double figures now. 8 points for Dre. Toms loves spinning, especially when he can get it to that right hand. 16 points now for Logan. Dre backs it up, sizing up his defender. Color's a pretty good lockdown man on the perimeter. Now Mack tried to thread the needle, and he'll toss it out of bounds. A giveaway here for our player spotlight, Davion Mack. Tom's like he's playing with a kitten with a ball of yarn, but called for the offensive foul. Whoa. The referee ran over to ask his friend almost for reassurance if he saw what he thought he saw. It's kind of an interesting conversation right here. He still got the hand on the back of his head, showcasing that it would be a charge. And he's not dropped it. He's staying in charge form. And that's the call they're going to stick with. So Logan Toms assessed his second personal. And that'll be foul number 2 on Lucas here in the stanza. Coach Eisman cannot believe it, giving an earful to one of the referees. So MC catches a little bit of a break. Right in front of the Flame student section, Mack goes to work, kick out. They'll swing it back up top off the hesitation. Westfield gives it back to Wyszynski. Off the handoff. The pull-up J off target. And the Cubs pushing back the other way. Winters from the short corner. Things slowing down a little bit as we approach the 3-minute mark here of quarter number 3. No Amarr Davis for the last 3 minutes for Mansfield Christian, and they've held their own. All even in this quarter, 6 points for each side. Wide open, look from the corner, bottoms up, Brock Rensel. Welcome to the score sheet, sir. Tom's looking for the answer the other way. He'll get fouled as he just went knifing through the Flames defense. And how many times have we seen that tonight? Kid's been spectacular. Chance to push his point total up to 18 with a couple of makes here. And he'll definitely need them both. Substitution back in here. Bobby Grover, junior point guard, spells out Winters. Luke is going to go with a bit of a smaller lineup. And it looks like they're going to apply some pressure here. 1-2, 1-1 trapping press. And now they'll just fall back half court man to man. As Jackson bumping Martin. Shovels it outside in a switch here. Wyszynski to the rack, a bit of contact. And another offensive foul. So we've had two, I guess you'd say questionable charging calls over the last couple of minutes. The second on Wyszynski. Third foul on Mansfield Christian here in the frame. Toms draws a crowd. They'll kick it out. Now Deal 3-on-1. Lays it off. Winters. Key bucket right there for Lucas. As it's back down to a 2-possession game. Martin, maybe a little bit of a push-off, but he sinks it from downtown. Impressive answer for the freshman. Baseline drive, Color lost it, able to recollect in a crowd. Somehow sneaks it over the front of the rim. Back down to a 7-point game. See how low Martin gets there with the dribble. But he's called for the traveling violation. That's been a problem for the Flames here tonight. Getting close to 20 for the contest. That's what the Lucas defense does, though. Both of these teams, very impressive in terms of forcing their opponents into steals. What a layoff by Toms, hanging, clanging, and one. 2-possession game, Color heading to the line. What a 1-2 punch he and Logan Toms have been. 32 of the 38. Winters has 5, so pretty much 3 guys doing all the damage on the scoreboard. And with Amarr Davis still over on the bench with those 3 fouls. Mansfield Christian trying to hang on to the lead. That'll help big time. Bombs away. First points of the night for Evan Hager. And now he comes away with the theft. Lays it off. Easy buckets at the rim for Martin. Big 5-point flurry at the other end. Some easy points for Jackson as the offense going bananas right now. The scoreboard showing 48-41. Thank you to Mechanics Bank for sponsoring. In 20 seconds remaining here. 3-ball on the way. No back-to-backs here. Loose ball, Grover comes away with it. And a timeout taken by Lucas. How about that? 17 points for both units here in this third quarter. So we're basically right back to where we started in terms of the diff. Dennis Breen chiming in, says, good game over on YouTube. See more than 155 of you all watching together out there. Over on Facebook, no new comments. 57 of you watching together, so more than 200 of our good friends all hanging out on a Friday night, taking in live and free boys high school hoops, and not just any game. How about a first place game here in the Mid-Buckeye Conference? All brought to you by my Mansfield Christian media production students. Doing a great job here tonight. All of our return to action after the holiday break. Trying to get you closer to the action than anybody else. And just 9 ticks remaining here in the third. Big opportunity, I think, for Lucas to try to make this just a 2-possession game. Dill back to Bobby, and now Logan Toms, the guy you want with the basketball. A couple of rocker dribbles, has to force one up, and that'll take us to the end of 3. We head to money time, and it's a tight one here, folks. 7-point game when we return.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
Them down except fouls.
It is money time here inside of the furnace. 3 quarters in the books. It's 48-41 right now. Mansfield Christian on top. And for more on what we've seen, Emma Bell checking in. She's tracking stats. What were the big numbers there in quarter number 3? Emma, what'd you see?
Mansfield Christian definitely hit more three-pointers in the second half than they did in the first half, coming in with 3 threes, pretty much from a really deep spot. Came in with 4 twos also. Lucas also came in with 5 two-pointers in the second half. Rebound-wise, both teams have 4 rebounds in the second half. Each team also has only 1 turnover in the half.
All right, thank you, Emma. Write down another 2-pointer there for Lucas as Logan Toms getting inside and doing some work. We'll check back with Emma after the game with all the numbers that you need to know. Amarr Davis back in here to start the 4th. And he picks up his 4th foul. Whoa, what a call. As the charges stacking up. And if that expression tells you the story, that's everything you need to know. Davis, who sat the bulk majority, 6 minutes and 12 seconds worth of the 3rd quarter with those 3 fouls, picks up number 4 in about 45 seconds. How will that impact him here at the defensive end? Trying to guard a guy like Logan Toms, creating some space. 3-point game. Toms with 22. And forcing a turnover as it's off of Davis's foot. Boy, what a return to action for Logan Toms. If you're just joining us, he limped out of the gym in the 2nd quarter for a few minutes. In that time, Amarr Davis went berserk, had a 9-point stretch where Mansfield Christian took an 11-point lead. Since Toms has returned to the floor, Lucas has outscored them by 8, and now it's just a 1-possession game. On the road, 6.5 minutes to play. Winner's backside, sick look, 1-point game. Zach Winters playing a phenomenal second half. I've really liked his ability to be in the right place, right time. Wyszynski also has played some big minutes here in the 3rd and beginning of the 4th quarter as we get a home and kitchen supply timeout. That ends a 6-0 run to start the 4th quarter for the Cubs. What say you out in Facebook and YouTube land? Sophie Mallory wants to know what in the world is up with these offensive fouls on both ends. I can't disagree. A couple of them really could go either way. Kim Upchurch would like to see our camera zoom out a little bit. I know it. These are high school kids, though, working on it. Both of them on the camera for the first time in their careers for us. So just bear with us, doing the best that we can. Misty Kelly says, "Let's go Flames," with the fire emoji. Over in the Wild Wild West, YouTube, Ray Westfield, here we go. Lucas, Spencer Williams. Refs are hitting their foul quota tonight. Aaron Brown says, forget the game. The comment section is where it's at. So if you want to be where the party's at, join those crazy folks over on YouTube Channel 1. What a finish I'm sure we're in store for here tonight as Toms transition, pull up, buckets. We're even at half a hundo each. Logan Toms. What a star he's been. Wyszynski, 4 straight between the leg dribbles, sets up an open shooter. Offensive rebound secured by Mack. 3 ball on the way, opposite corner. That one short as well. So a couple of shots, no points. And another offensive foul, my goodness. Toms can't believe it. It was right in front of the Lucas bench. Davion Mack definitely cut him off. And boy, did he sell that thing. 3rd foul on Logan Toms. And we have had a barrage of offensive foul calls here over the last 10 minutes of gameplay. Backdoor look, Rensel leaves it off. Little short there off the square for Westfield. So it's a one and done here for Mansfield Christian. As Toms gets picked up by the freshman. Initiates the offense here with Grover. Couple left-handed dribbles, double team comes. Just go the other way, right? Aiden Color, monster bucket right there. Cubs take their first lead since early in the second quarter. What a comeback for Lucas, and they have owned money time. 11-2 run to start the 4th quarter, make it 11-4. Picking up the phone at the other end, Dre Martin. Toms and Mack going head-to-head. Logan clears it out. He wants to go to work off the bounce. Motion offense creating a little bit of space. Now back to Color inside. He went over his left shoulder last time. Gets fouled, turning into the middle this go-around. Second team foul against MC here at the midway point of 4th quarter action. Color at the line, 17 points so far in the contest. In front of a sold-out crowd here in the Furnace. Cannot connect. Jackson back onto the floor here for Lucas. Dill checks out. Mostly starters on the floor for both sides. 1 sub each. As the second rebound is missed by Color. So 52-52. Crunch time now. And a timeout taken. Take a chance to thank all of our generous sponsors, including Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Mansfield, Ashland, and Worcester's locally owned fee-based fiduciary financial planner that has the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. Avita Home Health and Hospice, your MVP sponsor tonight, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Home McKinstry Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows, and doors since 1970. Mansfield Christian Schools. Experience the embrace of a learning community that cherishes your child's growth in spiritual and academic development at Mansfield Christian Schools. And the Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Coach Kerry Craner looking to get his first career win over the Lucas Cubs. It has been quite the drought. 14 straight wins for Lucas in this rivalry. And this one just might turn the tides. Certainly will change fortunes at the top of the Mid-Buckeye Conference standings. Both teams entering tonight 3-0, unblemished. One of them will emerge as the top dogs in the kingdom. Looked like Davis tried to do a nutmeg pass off the inbound. Lucky that that ended up just going out of bounds. Here's DeAndre Martin. Tries the right side, now left. And the foul on the floor. Now Davis, the trigger man, has to bring it back up top. Mac's been pretty quiet offensively here in this second half. I believe just 2 points for him. Davis has not scored yet. And now we've got an injured Cub down on the floor. That is Winters. After the Cubs secured the defensive rebound. Really favoring that left ankle is the 6'4" junior. And a great look at the crowd on hand here tonight. A lot of shades of red and orange. Two fabulous small school communities coming together for a great rivalry, and standing room only in a few areas here of the gym. As we're in the closing minutes. And one of these teams will close out a monstrous win. Lucas sitting at 7-1. Tipped off their season with 7 consecutive victories before dropping their last game against Galleon. Mansfield Christian also coming off of a loss, so this is a get-right game for both teams as well. As the Cubs in transition, they break the pressure and they get an easy one. Jackson going baseline for his 3rd and 4th points of the night. Davis walks it in between the circles, now calls for the screen. He'll get one. Toms got a chunk of it. He goes in. Davis has to get out of the way. He's got 4 fouls. Logan Toms has 27 points. Business decision right there for Davis. And no offensive foul called that time. Or that time. Bodies flying all over the floor. Matt cleaning up his own mess. 2-point game. Tom's so effective with the handles, stepping through the lane. Coach Eisman certainly thinks that he got fouled. Logan shaken up, and the whistle will actually go against the Lucas Cubs. Loose ball action there. Aiden Culler picking up the personal. Just going to be the first on him, 3rd on the Cubs overall. And Ice still trying to plead his case that his senior standout got hit on his way to the bucket. And we don't see Logan miss too many when he gets in tight like that, so it's tough to say he doesn't have a great case. Nevertheless, Flames basketball. Chance to tie or take the lead. Mac to the rack. Come on, the Mac attack. What a finish we're in store for. Sub 2 minutes to go. Mac picks up the foul here. Toms might have extended the arm just a little bit. I see a few Flames fans certainly are asking for that call. Didn't get it. Each unit with 3 fouls apiece. As this one coming down to the wire. No margin for error. Culler, sneaky, and he's fouled backside. Looked like Gabe Westfield got a chunk of the body, and now Aiden a little slow to rise back up to his feet. What a gutsy performance by both he and Logan Toms. They have combined for 44 points. and each obviously not 100%. See the KT tape on the left shoulder here of Aiden. Toms has been favoring that right ankle all night since before the opening tip-off. And a key miss right there. Oh, looks like we've lost our top camera. See if we can sort this out here quickly. So we'll just have to go with the sideline camera for now. We'll try to keep it wide for you guys. Davis with the steal, end to end. Big bucket for Amarr Davis to give Mansfield Christian the lead. And we'll get a foul on the floor. Check one more time. Our top camera still offline. We'll just have to go the last minute 28 here. Trying desperately to reconnect our top camera. Give you guys the finish that you deserve. Oh, a lane violation, no way. What a tough break for Lucas. So it's 58-57 now. Mansfield Christian trying to run a little bit of clock. And one, no! Another offensive foul, can you believe it? It's gonna go on Davion Mack. He thought that he was going to the line with a chance to really close things out. Oh, what a take to the rack. Aiden Color steals the lead right back, 59-58. And Lucas asked for a timeout, but hey, we've got our camera back just in time for an unbelievable finish, folks. Boy, what a game we have had tonight. It has not disappointed. The top two teams in the Mid-Buckeye Conference boiling down to this. I was busy swapping out the court. I did not see why Lucas was not allowed to call a timeout. A little perplexing. We've had A few wild calls here in this second half. Definitely some game changers. That Davion Mack. Oh, how about Toms with the theft, and he goes in. 3-point game. Cubs Nation going absolutely wild. Now Lucas can take a timeout, and it's a full. Definitely not 4-0 this quarter. We had to reset some things. The Cubs have had the run and play for sure here in the frame. Incredible comeback for Lucas and Logan Toms specifically. Can you provide a gutsier performance than what we've seen from the senior here tonight? Closing in on 30 points, hobbled just a bit by an ankle injury. You wouldn't know it, running off of pure adrenaline. And trying to lead his team to a 15th consecutive victory against Mansfield Christian at the varsity level in this rivalry. I am Brian Skowronski, along with the Mansfield Christian media production crew. I'll adjust the clock here too, so you guys can see exactly how much time is left down the stretch. 46.1 ticks. It's going to be Mansfield Christian basketball. And they've got a smaller three-point shooting lineup out on the floor. They'll begin with Louse the trigger. Bring it into the freshman Martin. Jackson trying to pressure him. As he's going to drive down the middle of the floor. Too easy. Dre Martin with some critical points right there. Toms triple teamed and hacked on the arm there. And that is going to land him on the free throw line. Foul number 6 against Mansfield Christian. And some very crucial free throws coming up here for Logan Toms. Toms made it. Hey, we got to see the basket there. MC crew, come on. Hey, you got to back out so we can see the basket. Did you expect anything less than Logan Toms going 2 for 2? And a timeout. Logan with 31. Let's see what you guys are talking about out in the chat section. My goodness. Tyler Sanders saying what's up. Hey, how you doing, man? Melvin says, let's go Cubs. And Sophie still can't believe what's going on with these offensive fouls. They've really changed the complexion of the game. And now what do you do here if you're MC? They don't shoot the 3 ball great. I think 19% as a unit for the season. Don't think you have to get a 3. There's enough time, and they have so many skilled players with the basketball in their hands that they can probably just go to the hoop, try to get a quick 2, set up your full court press, and then send one of these Lucas players, likably anybody but Logan Toms, to the line to have to earn it. We'll see if that's what they go for, or if they're looking to square things up with the trifecta. This is it. Final 20 seconds from the corner. Louse off the drive. Gets it to drop. They'll call a timeout. 63-62 now. It'll be a full timeout. And I think that was exactly the right move. Only about a dozen seconds come off the clock. Puts the pressure back on Lucas to A, have to inbound the ball, and then B, if they can, make a couple of free throws or get it across the timeline in 10 seconds or less. Saw the Cubs fans having a great time, and our Mansfield Christian crew, they don't want to see none of that. They are switching off of the cheerleaders in their student section, enjoying themselves immediately. But we will get a good look here at Taylor Eisman instructing his guys on exactly what needs to go down here. All the different variables and situations, but also keeping his cool. I mean, he's got ice literally in his last name. That's what the dude does. He's not a 5-time MBC champion for no reason. On the other side, Coach Kerry Craner and his staff would love to leapfrog Lucas to the top of the standings. Odds would definitely favor Lucas here. I'm not great at the analytics, but they got to be probably 85% or better to win. This is the guy you got to try to foul. Instead, they'll get it back to Toms. He'll push ahead, and now too much time coming off the clock. Brock Rensel eventually will send Logan Toms here to the free throw line. Pressure free throws here for Toms. Last time he was at the line, made them both. Big deep breath for the All-Ohioan. Toms to make it a 3-point game. Cannot. Rebounded by Martin. They're just going to go. 2-point game. Amarr for the win at the horn. Oh, back iron. And that will do it. What a game. Here inside of the Furnace, everything that you would want. A little bit of heartbreak for Mansfield Christian, but they were a half-inch away from delivering the knockout blow with Amarr the star on that last trifecta. Boy, what a treat we had here in this one. 32 points for Logan Toms. He was unbelievable here tonight. We'll hear from Logan on the other side of the break. Break down the final stats. Tell you everything that we just felt here tonight in the Impact here in the MBC. We'll be right back with your Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers post-game show here inside the Furnace. Stay with us.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
We're back now with our Sutton Bank most valuable player, Logan Toms, carrying his team here tonight offensively and particularly in crunch time. Let's take it all the way to that fourth quarter and just what a game this was. You guys are down in that second. You have to battle back, and then in the fourth you really took control. What happened there in the final frame?
I think we just knew coming into the game it was going to be close. The last 2 years we played here, we haven't played well, and we've had to come back, and that kind of happened tonight. But we just kind of knew we needed to stay calm and trust each other, and it came down to the stretch. We trusted each other and made the plays we needed to make.
And for you personally, obviously hobbled in that second quarter. You come back like Superman. You guys are down 11. All of a sudden, you battle back in. How much grit did you have to show here tonight with that hobbled ankle?
I would say a lot. I rolled it last week, so obviously it's not fun playing with a rolled ankle, but I knew I needed to fight through and finish the game.
A game of this magnitude, obviously you're not going to sit out. You're too gutsy for that. But what does this indicate and mean to you, your team coming back, winning on the road against another team that was undefeated in MBC play?
No, it means so much because the MBC is one of our main goals is winning that, and we owe it to the guys before us, Riley Gossam, Logan Toms, Ethan Sauter, all those guys that busted their tail to win the MBC. We knew, part of the reason we won it this year is for them, and that's just one of our main goals. So we knew Mansfield Christian was a great competitor, a great team, so we knew it'd take all 4 quarters to win.
Well, congratulations. You remain undefeated in your career against Mansfield Christian. Still have not lost to them. Who do you want to thank and shout out here tonight?
Samantha Darling, my girlfriend, and just everybody on our team, especially our bench. They brought energy tonight, and that's what got us through the game.
All right, Logan Toms, your Sutton Bank MVP.
Did you know that every parent in Ohio may now choose the right school for their child? Hi, I'm Dr. Cy Smith, Superintendent at Mansfield Christian School. Thanks to new legislation, all of Ohio's children are now eligible for a school voucher. No matter where you live, everyone qualifies, and 80% of Ohioans qualify for the full voucher amount. We are so excited for Christian families who can now align their child's education with their Christian values at a private school like Mansfield Christian. Give them the truth that they desperately want and need. Give them a Christian education. You can find out more information at mcsflames.org or call 419-756-5651.
What a game we had for you folks here tonight inside of the Furnace. Lucas squeaking out a 2-point victory over Mansfield Christian as they get to 8-1 on the season. Mansfield Christian dipping to 6-3. I'm Brian Skowronski, now joined by Emma Bell, and you can't ask for a much better small school atmosphere, showdown ending. This game, we thought that it would boil down in the last couple of minutes. It really did. How much fun was that for you, taking this one all in?
So fun. I was on my tippy toes the whole second half.
Yes, definitely on the edge of our seats here. All right, we're about to dive into the final numbers of the night. Let me update these records just so that we got it for you guys. You know exactly what was at stake here. Lucas now 4-0 in the league. Mansfield Christian dips to 3-1 in conference play. These two teams, of course, are going to meet again in the home and home. That's how they do it in the Mid-Buckeye Conference. I really enjoyed that they do that to give a team an opportunity, if they do lose on the road or at home, another chance. All right, Emma Bell, you've been tracking the stats for us. What were some of the key numbers that jump out off the page and let you know that's why either Lucas won or why this was a tight game?
Lucas definitely did not have as many turnovers as Mansfield Christian did. They came out the second half not sloppy at all, a lot more clean on the court. Definitely went after more balls than they did in the first half, which showed hustle to everything. They didn't foul as much as Mansfield Christian. Mansfield Christian was really sloppy on the fouls. There were a lot of fouls throughout the second half. Rebound-wise, Lucas did out-rebound Mansfield Christian with 21 rebounds, and Mansfield Christian ending in 17 rebounds. But yeah, pretty close match out the whole game. Lucas was down by 12.
I think, 11 points in the second quarter if memory serves. And then once Logan Toms came back in the game, something we talked to him about, just having to be gutsy. He said he rolled his ankle last week. He wasn't going to miss any of this action here tonight. It was too big of a game.
No, yeah, definitely. He definitely handled the pressure better in the second half, too. I feel like there was a lot more passing with the team, not just him handling the ball the whole game. So.
Both of these teams with very winnable games. Next up on the calendar, Lucas will travel over to Crestline. Bulldogs have been struggling out of the gates. You see the 1-8 record. And then South Central, not the same type of Trojans team that we've seen here over the last several years contending in the Firelands Conference. They're at 2-6 right now. So I think it's a good chance here for the Flames specifically to have a get-right game. You know, this was a tough one for him. It's now 2 consecutive losses for Mansfield Christian, but I'm sure you could tell from watching them tonight, there's a lot of potential for this young team.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yeah. Just keep up the hustle, keep your head in the game, work on the little things, I guess. The little things matter in tight games like this.
And for Lucas, you squeak out a big-time victory here. What did you like most about the Cubs and what they showed here with their resolve?
Their energy on the bench was definitely what I think helped. Energy on the bench always makes a difference when there's a tight game like this. Your players surrounding you on and off the court is one of the major things. But, yeah, I think Lucas pulled off a big one here, had everyone on their toes. So.
Indeed they did, 64-62. If you didn't see how this thing ended, Logan Toms at the free throw line missed one right at the end. Amarr Davis came down a three-pointer, a chance to win it, and he was just off target. What a finish as the Cubs move to 4-0 in league play. That is going to do it for our broadcast, though, here tonight. Got to shout out all of my fantastic seniors that helped to bring you guys live and free coverage tonight. Oliver Kramer's on the camera that you're watching right now. We had Summer Schrock directing here tonight. Reagan Standridge was running our camera down in the corner along with Maddie. What's Maddie's last name? Madison Moulton, also down on the court. And Emma Bell, tracking stats and bringing you guys those knowledge nuggets. I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long for tonight. We'll have 4 live streams for you guys tomorrow, so you can catch live and free action all day. But for now, for tonight, from the Furnace, we're out of here. Have a good night, everyone.